Hey y'all. I wanted to share something this morning. Um in the book of Numbers, chapter 23 and 24, King Balak is asking a prophet, Balaam, to curse the Israelites because they're strong and powerful. And so he tells him on multiple occasions to curse the Israelites. And every time the king tells the prophet to curse the Israelites, God tells him to bless them. And this happens a couple of different times where the king says, I told you to curse them. And the prophet tells him, I can only say what God tells me to say. And he said to bless them. And so this goes on a couple of different times. And in the end, the prophet winds up telling the king, listen, in the end, they're going to be victorious. So no matter how many times the king says, curse them, God says, bless them. So no matter how many times he says curse, God says bless. And in the end, they're going to be victorious. And so I'm sharing that today because I know a couple of different people. And these are literal situations, right? Where people have either spoken failure over their lives or they've been literally set up to fail. Literally. And unfortunately, it's a part of life. There are going to be people who don't want to see you win for whatever reason. You know, and I know we have these conversations now where we talk about people having haters and things like that. And, you know, unfortunately, it's true sometimes. There are people who just literally don't want to see you win other than for the reason that it's you. And sometimes it comes from spaces that are truly hurtful, right? Like you just can't believe this person who is supposed to be on your team that you thought was on your team is praying for your downfall. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And so what I want to say to you today is this. Be encouraged. Because when God has spoken a thing over your life, it does not matter who says what. It doesn't matter who does what. It doesn't matter who, right? They cannot curse what God has already blessed. They can't. And that's not to say that their actions can't have some type of impact. That's not to say that their words might not hurt, because they might. But I promise you, their words have no power, and their actions may cause a delay, but it cannot cause a denial. Because at the end of the day, God alone has the final say so. And they can't curse what God has blessed. So take God at his word. If God has told you a thing and you are doing that thing which God has told you to do, keep moving forward. Keep moving. Because it's only a matter of time before those same people who are praying for your demise are able to witness the glory of God in your life. So remember, they can't curse what God has blessed. They can't. I love y'all. Bye.